Good afternoon, everybody. Obviously, it's Drew from Wiley's Outdoor World. Thanks for joining me. If you're unfamiliar with Wiley's Outdoor World, I run a small bushcraft store called wileysoutdoorworld.com. If you haven't been, go and check it out. But anyway, listen, the purpose of this video is I'm clearing out some excess stock that I've got. I did a couple of videos not that long ago stating basically that I want to upgrade the office space that I'm working in. I've got too much stock sitting in my working space. But you can see over here, all the racking and stuff. Now, this is where I work on the website. And over time, because I'm working here, rather than having to go back to the unit to collect stock to come back here to pack up, I thought, I know I'm going to sell this, or I might sell that, so I'll bring these two home, I'll stick them in a tote, and at least I've got them. That'll save me a trip. So what's ended up happening over the last 2 years is, as you can imagine, it's just turned into another stock room, and I'm trying to avoid having this room full of stock. So it's a lot easier to sell it off and clear it out than it is to take it back to the unit, do 5 or 6 trips in the van, re-catalogue everything, update all the stock levels and stuff. So I thought it's a lot easier just to sell it off, be done and dusted with it, as they say. So I'm going to come on and show you just some of the stuff that I've got. It might be of interest to you, and if it's not, it's no problem at all. But if there's anything here that interests you, you're welcome to give me a shout. Some of it I'm going to be selling off really quite cheap, just to clear it out. Other things, the margins aren't as good as I would like, being perfectly honest with you. But I'll sell them for what I can without losing money, being completely honest. Alright, so the first thing that I've got is a box of Highlander waterproofs. Over trousers, jackets, etc., things like that. Now, there's absolutely nothing wrong with these. They're brand new. You can see they've still got the tag on. This is a good example. But because I've sat in a box, don't know if you can see this thing up. Because I've sat in a box like this, over time, because of the PVC labels that used to be on these, you can see it just, it just rubs off when you touch it. Not a great design feature, to be honest, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with the product. It's just the label. Now, as I say, they're all brand new, really good quality waterproof over trousers. I've got a couple of pairs of these myself. Hang on, I'm going to move back a little bit. They're light. They really are 100% waterproof. Great to carry in the back of the car, or if you cycle to work and things like that, I'll get that to the side now. So I've got a whole box of them. I've got them in all sizes. I've got a couple of different ones as well. I think this is a Stone Go. No, this is Storm Guard as well. So I've got some blue, in various sizes. These normally go for about 15 quid-ish. To clear them out, I'm quite happy to do them for a living. That covers my costs without me losing any money. If you want to buy a couple of pairs, maybe a jacket and a pair of trousers, I might be able to do you some kind of deal. Alright. But as you see, I've got a whole box full of them. Really handy to have, whether you've got them in the glove box or the boot of the car, etc. Cycle to work, as I said. Maybe, if you like fishing. I gave my father a pair of these as well. Highlander Stone Go jackets. I've got a couple of these. I've not got a huge amount. But I've got 2 that are last year's colours, which are these 2 here. And they're both a XXL. So this is the colour of the zip. That's the colour of the jacket. And again, this is just a small pack-away jacket. This one's breathable. Really good jackets. And they also come in, I've got a XXL in olive green there as well. Yep. They're normally, I think, about 50 quid. I'm quite happy to stick a couple of links below. And I've got high-vis yellow ones. A couple of different sizes of them. Got a small, a couple of smalls. Is this a large? Yeah, and I've got a large as well. else have I got in this box? More trousers, again, like you can see the label there. I don't know why they thought that was going to be a good idea. Let's put a PVC label on it, you know. But hey ho, as I say, there's absolutely nothing wrong with the products. So what else have I got in this box? Let's have a look. More Stormguard trousers, again in black this time. So as I said, I've got a couple of different colours. Stormguard again, extra large. So I've got a nice wee selection. You know, for 10, 11 quid. Really good value. Really, really good value. What else have we got here? These are the Stone Go trousers that go along with the jackets. So that's an extra large. So if you fancied a double XL jacket and a pair of XL trousers, I can certainly do that for you, and I'll do you a deal on both. As I said before, this is just to clear out the existing, well, excess stock that I've got sitting here. Yeah, more of the same. So that's really what this whole box is. What else have we got? Yeah, packaway trousers, as I said. So if you've never heard of Wiley's Outdoor World before, I'm an outdoor product tester, and I pay for that product testing by the sales from our website. So if you've ever got any questions about the gear that's on the website, you know, you're always welcome to give me a call. I've tested, it's impossible to test everything, but I try my hardest. You know, over the years, I've tested most things. So that's all for this video. Every week, I think what I'm going to start doing is just taking a box off, showing what I've got, sticking a couple of links in, and if it suits you, you're welcome to come and give me a shout or place an order. Okay, thanks very much guys. See you later.